on, guys? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I am Justin.
Hi, I'm Jasmine.
I am tired, and you wouldn't think I'd be tired, but I am tired.
How was your first day of summer break?
Stupid busy. Haven't stopped. Doesn't feel like summer break yet.
Well, next week it will. A little bit
Maybe.
more.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be super busy then too.
It'll be fun busy
It will be fun
for
busy.
some of it, yeah.
I think I'm
Oh,
excited
sorry.
to go to the trips, like doing the things. Like next week, like we're doing
Mm.
an escape room, we're doing pottery, painting.
Are we doing an escape room up in Augusta again?
I don't think we picked one yet. You and
Okay.
I probably should figure that one out.
You and I should talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
We don't do that enough.
Connor, I know, weird, right? You would think two friends who started a podcast together and only live an hour away would see each other and like talk much more frequently. Um,
Yeah.
but you know what? Like the hyper communication has never really been something that you and I have ever done. It's
Except
not
for
like we were,
when we were living together, we were a little more hyper
well, we
communicative,
were
but
two steps away from one another.
yeah, yeah.
It was sort of forced, nope, not forced
It
proximity.
was a
That's
sibling thing. It was a sibling like
it, yeah.
it was like your younger or older
Well,
sibling.
and for part of that, it was COVID,
Hmm.
so we physically couldn't leave.
There was also a period of time where we didn't communicate at all. So,
Yeah, that part sucked.
hmm
But this is less like that, and it's more just busy. We both know that each other are like here for one another and whatnot. So
yeah.
anyway,
But yeah, so we're doing
um,
escape room, pottery.
probably
We're doing a
movies.
one shot.
Yes, we are, and I have that planned.
I was gonna say, do you need me to take that? I don't know what I do,
No, no, no,
but
no. I want to. I just need to get it together. I'm gonna have so okay. I'll tell you, and then they're gonna watch this on the way here. Because it'll post while they're
yeah.
getting ready to come here. Um,
Rachel will already be here when it posts. No,
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 she
no, she
won't.
won't. Did I slip? My bad. I didn't mean to slip.
No, that's okay. I was just thinking, I was like, Justin, she's not here for another day.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, she'll watch it probably before she's getting ready to go, and then Kay won't be here yet either.
no.
But no, I have a couple of like spooky ones that I want to do. But I'm gonna have us do the character creation at my house, like over
Mhm.
dinner, and it's gonna be like a 30-minute character creation, like how D&D really like, well, not how it's meant to be, because D&D is so, but I want to do it that way. So I'm gonna print off some character sheets for you guys to do, and I'm excited.
Okay. I was gonna have Dath be introduced to the group, but
Then do death.
well, no. If we're gonna create one there, I'm fine actually waiting and creating on the spot.
Well, you know what? You can create Dath how you want to. Since we did him together, you can create Dath. Do Calexis. Do one of the many siblings of Kildath.
I did one. My
Hey,
first campaign that I ever ran was with like some of my college friends, and I had a guy named Dale. He was a dwarf fighter, I believe, and
mhm.
Dale uh, ended up dying in a cave, and so
Oh,
I had to create a new character. And when I
was it
created a
Chip?
new character, it was Dale's father who had went in, hunted for him, got his kid's body, and came out of the cave, and that's when they met Dale Senior. He acted basically it was the same freaking character.
I have yet to have a character die.
I can fix
I
that.
think
Actually, I can't because I don't DM for you.
I was gonna say how.
I bet I
Um,
could fix that ish.
if Arun kills Lilith, I will kill you.
I don't think Arun would kill Lilith.
No,
Maybe other
Bo
people,
maybe.
but
Protective younger brother. I almost said older brother, but our sister is the older.
mm.
Well, not our sister, our character's sister.
You know how funny, well, not funny, how interesting it would be? Obviously, it'd make it a
Not
whole,
funny, ha ha.
yeah, not funny,
Funny,
haha.
weird.
But like have somebody else join the campaign as the older sibling and have that be the BBEG. Like,
Listen, there was a time when I almost just was like, just kill Lilith. I'm so over this. And I was gonna come back as Lucia, our our sister.
mhm.
And then I didn't. And I don't know why, but
Probably because I was coming in. I
No, it
think it
was
was
way,
around.
way before
Was
that.
it? Okay. I thought it was around that time that you were like, all right, killer.
I mean, but no, she's anyway, no, I'm not gonna spend too much time on Lucia because I don't have her fleshed out. Um, and I'm loving Lilith. But no, we have the one shot we're doing. We have the painting. We have the what else do we have?
The
When are we painting?
escape room painting is Thursday.
Okay,
Thursday.
is that four of us or five of us painting so I can make the
5.
reservation? Okay.
It has to be, I believe, probably after like noon.
All
Like
right.
noon 1-ish.
Okay.
Again, we can
We
talk and
super
get
don't have to
specifies,
plan
but
this right now. Um, we're very excited to plan things that should have been planned a while ago, but we are busy people. So as of day of recording, this is just in your first day of break. This is my second to last day of school. We just had a cornhole tournament. Um, I did not win. I didn't even get any bags actually on the thing, but I had a lot of fun, Deirdre and I. And then I went and sat on the grass and took a little cat nap
wow,
in the
sound like
sun.
you're working real hard.
It's crazy. That's insane. Were you or were you not just telling me that this past week you were just trying to figure out things to do with the children?
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday was babysitting, but at least I had the
Yeah.
children. I couldn't nap.
I had the children today
Oh, how did you nap?
after they left.
Oh, so you had a
Yeah.
half a day with the kids.
Every Wednesday's a half day with the kids.
Mm,
And then tomorrow I have them until 1.
mm-hmm.
Actually, well, okay, so tomorrow I'm supposed to have them until 1, except that it's supposed to downpour. So they were like, "Yeah, so we'll do the award ceremony whenever inside of the outdoor tent. Because we can't have all 40 kids and their families in one. We don't have enough space in the building."
Is it like a final
So
assembly type thing?
it's like our award ceremony and picnic. Because we don't really do like assemblies, but we were talking about that, and then they said that we would just go inside if it was raining too hard and do the food indoors
Mm.
in our classrooms. And so Deirdre and I added up how many kids and parents, well, actually, how many kids and parents we would have with the teachers, and there would be 39 of us in my classroom. You've been in my classroom, right?
Not 39 big.
With 39 people, adults, children, teachers, all that fit in my room?
Probably not.
No. I don't have enough tables, I don't have enough anything. So then they were like, "Oh, well, we could do it, like we could stagger it." I'm like, "How would we stagger it? Like we have to let the parents know tonight."
Right.
So anyway, we figured we would just sort of like say, "Thank you so much. It's been a great year. Like blah blah blah. Goodbye." Um, so we'll figure out what that looks like and like offer food. And I think we're gonna try and like at 11, we're gonna try and just speed through it so that
Mm.
everybody gets the fuck out of there. Then we can leave. But I'm so close. The finish line is here.
And then you've got what, a week and a half?
I have 12 days off, and then we'll be back on July 1st for summer program.
But that's all fun, mostly. Ow.
Sort of. I mean, I have to teach
Yeah, but it's like
Tuesday.
you generally what you tell me is like the fun stuff. You do like Fridays or trips, right?
This year, so it's Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. So we do Tuesday, Wednesday will be like academics. Thursday we go to the beach, which is nice. We're
Hmm.
doing D&D again.
I was gonna say, and you
Um,
generally like when you're teaching, it's usually like in the fun way. Like you kind of get
yeah,
creative
we're
with
gonna
it.
do like math packets, for math, for writing. Well, for ELA, reading and writing is gonna be a little weird, but it'll be like a little D&D thing and then a podcast. It'll be nice. Not this podcast, but
Um, my school doesn't do summer programs. I don't know if you realize that.
not anymore.
Nope. The last time they did one, well, other than like credit recovery, the last time they did one was like when we did our class.
What did we
And
do to
then
them?
and then the credit recovery time which is it's like the
Yep.
summer school. For those who don't know, it's the last time they did it was 3 years ago.
Jeez.
Yep. But it's because there's so many kids who easily pass in the last 5 days because they actually
Uh-huh.
try and get their work done and do what they're supposed to, ish. But yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, you want a sub coming out of my school.
No,
No?
no, I don't, no,
Okay.
no, no, no.
Okay.
With love, no. Also, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you there would have to be a process of going through getting all the paperwork, all the background checks, all that stuff to get me
Well, you're
even
already
started for it.
background checked because you're a teacher.
I know, but I figured you would have your school would have to do it. No?
Nope, not as long as you've got a state regulated background check, I don't think.
Hmm.
You're already fingerprinted.
Mm-hmm.
We would have to probably TCI train you unless you're just going to be a sub that doesn't restrain. But
Which would likely be the case because I don't want to
yeah,
be TCI trained.
well, I don't want to restrain them either. But
No, no, no. I don't mind the whole restraining part if it's like done right and like I'm trained correctly, but I don't want to be trained because that means that they can
ah,
pull me for other things in my own building, and I will not do that.
yes, I see.
I also am not. I would not be paid more for that, and if you're not going to pay me more, I'm not going to do it. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah.
Um,
Before we jump into that, because I think that's where you're going, my finger is
yeah,
big.
it's real big.
Yep, big and purple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, definitely a sprained thing. Oh, and curvy.
And well, it's already kind of curvy, so like the curve might not be the thing. Basically, yesterday I went and played volleyball, and I went up to spike the ball, but I swung too early, and the ball came down on top, and I literally felt each knuckle bend backwards at one like click, click, and then the final one, and it hurt a lot. Um, I went to a doctor this morning, not for that. I had a different appointment.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Hey, not sure if you're a bones guy, but can you look at this?" And he said, "I think it's just a sprain, but it could be a compound or no, compact
Mhm.
fracture." He said a
Compound
different.
fracture.
I don't think it was compound. It was another word. Um, but basically, if it's fractured, in like a couple days, I'll probably start losing feeling. I'll probably go purple. I probably should go to the hospital and get an X-ray. And if it's fractured, then I have to have a surgery to have it fixed on a finger if I want mobility and functionality and all that kind of stuff.
Which you do.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of use my hands a lot as just,
I mean,
everyday
can you
life.
like move it and stuff?
That's it. Without pain, it's this. Like that.
Okay.
With pain, I can push it pretty far. I cannot make it straighter than that.
Hey, brother, I would I would personally go get x-rayed, but I'm neurotic about stuff like
I was
that.
gonna say I'm gonna wait it out and see how it goes. He said buddy tape,
Mhm.
and I had it buddy tape before, but the buddy tape was annoying me because I don't like my fingers being together.
Yeah, but you might need them
Oh, they will.
together.
They'll go back to buddy taped, but I needed a break.
And you know that if you have surgery, they will probably also be
Buddy taped, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
It'll be a splint probably, but yeah.
Yeah. I Do they do surgery on fingers
Yep.
when you have a broken bone?
Yeah. If it's a fracture, you have to basically if you want full
So how come they don't do
functionality,
that to toes?
toes are less your fingers you use to grab things. You use it in like just day-to-day life. Toes you just kind of walk around with. They're balanced things, but if they're still
Arguably quite
there,
important.
they're important, but they're not important like fingers.
Fair enough.
I mean, I was trying to do it. I was typing on on my keyboard, and I was like, "This sucks." Like you use that pointer finger pretty often when you're typing.
I guess, yeah.
So
That's a fair point. I could do it without it though.
yeah, you can. It just sucks. It drove me up a wall because I'd go to push any other button and I couldn't hit it.
Ah, fair enough, yeah. All right. Obviously, I also don't know that much about broken bones. I've actually never broken a bone.
Me neither.
There's like a broken bone theory.
Mm-hmm. It's those people who don't break the bones are more susceptible, more likely to be given emotional or mental burdens because the bones are the physical pain, so you get the mental and emotional pain.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't
what's
know that
up?
I want that.
Yeah, no,
Have you ever broken a bone?
nope.
Damn.
And I have, I guess, I would say pretty strong bones because I've probably
Should
should
have.
have a couple times.
Huh.
Like even just like finger jams or like anything like that. I probably should have broken at least a bone or a
Well, yeah.
finger or toe, basically.
Huh. Sorry, I've managed to stumble myself onto conspiracy theory Reddit. So, obviously, guys, we're both very tired.
Energy is
We
low.
too slow. Um, because of the cornhole, I was outside for quite a while, just like lounging, and now I'm all sleepy. Um, so we've done a few times where we've done like the "Am I the asshole?" Um, but we didn't want to keep doing "Am I the asshole?" So we found a bunch of "Am I overreactings?" Unless there was anything else you wanted to tell the folks at home, Justin, I was gonna hop right in.
Um, I don't think so.
I'm also, I don't know if you guys can tell, very uncomfortable. I need every bone in my body to be cracked like a friggin' glow stick.
I don't know.
Do
I don't
you
know if
want to?
there's anything. It's
Okay. Do
one
you
of
want to
those brain spots.
episodes?
Yeah.
Well, we'll think of something, I'm sure.
Oh,
Do you want to start, or do you? Well, never mind. I'll wait for you.
I was gonna say, you just posted this previous Wednesday for your D&D section. Nope, it's coming up this Wednesday. It's coming
It's
Wednesday.
coming up on your
Yeah, it's gonna be on my
birthday.
birthday. So go check that out because the story is getting interesting. I don't know what this is,
Yeah.
but it is starting to get interesting for sure.
Are you gonna post the week after or the week after after?
I don't know. We hadn't had a chance to talk about it,
Let's chat.
so I think we're gonna be chatting after this episode. This might be a short episode so that we can just jump into planning, chatting, and all that stuff.
That's okay. They don't all have to be an hour.
No, I know. We to be fair, we started saying like at the beginning we're like we're only doing 30 minutes, 30-minute episodes. And then we did an hour.
Our first 3 episodes, I think, were 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So we never could stick to 30 minutes.
But that also was like us trying to like at the end it was like okay, we got to go, we got to go, we got to go, like, you know.
Mhm.
All right, I'll start. I
Okay.
have am I overreacting for being fired? Um
Ooh, I almost clicked on that one, but then I thought you'd probably want to, so.
I just clicked on three random ones basically. Uh, I, 17 female, have been working at a job for 3 months. I really loved it. I was a hostess. I took care of the phone calls, carry out delivery orders, and pick up window. Well, last month I put in a request for a couple days graduation, grad party, my vacation, the parties, and my vacation, the parties and graduation were all at the end of my vacation was June. That just doesn't sound right. Basically, they put in for June 7th to 12th. Attached are me asking for the manager okaying it, and they have pictures attached. I'm not going to show you the pictures, but they asked basically for June 1st for graduation and then the vacation, which was June 7th through the 12th. And the manager said, cool.
Okay.
I knew I had work Saturday, the day I got back, and I was fine with it. Well, a week before vacation, I found out that one of my coworkers was talking shit about me and told the other hostess that I was stealing from the tip jar, which made me think she had something to do with this. I texted my other coworker and asked what time I was supposed to come in, and she said the word was that I got fired and she'd see what happened. I texted my manager picture two, And I'm gonna just look at picture 2 because I haven't yet.
I clicked on it too because I wanted to see what the hell was going on with that sentence. My God, that was a run-on sentence.
Yeah. Basically, in picture 2, basically she's texting the manager saying, "Hey, what's going on? My name's crossed off the schedule. Friend told me
Mhm.
that I was out. Now this is my first job ever, so I was sobbing and freaking out, and he left me on red. So I texted him again, which is where I think I may have overreacted. My stepmom and boyfriend say I absolutely should not have apologized. Honestly, I
Yes.
really wanted my job back. It was hard to find one. Sorry if the post is a mess. I am upset. Edit. I also mentioned the vacation and that I may need time off for band way back when I got hired first." So in the third picture, um, she says, "I just need to know if I'm coming tomorrow or not." He said, "Definitely not." She said, "Am I fired?" She said, "If you're going to text me like that, then yes." And then she said, "I'm just worried. I'm sorry." But also in the text above, it doesn't have anything that's bad. It says,
No, I was gonna say I didn't see anything weird.
I'll read it. It's got the names blanked out. So it says, "Hey, blank, just wanted to text and ask if I was going, if it ask what was going on, because I asked blank what time I worked tomorrow, and she said someone said I got fired and that my name is crossed off the schedule. I texted blank and she told me to text you." Then she said, I just need to know if I am coming in tomorrow or not."
Hmm.
I feel like this could go down as, am I the asshole? And I would say, no, you're not the asshole.
Your bosses,
Your
I
boss
will
is
say.
absolutely an asshole.
I was just reading through some of the comments too because like a bunch of people were like, "Hello, uh, interesting. Like, hello, they were just trying to figure out what was going on." Um, Someone said that's 12 of 31 days you asked off of work. Oh,
It's like out of 31 a month, you asked for half of
yeah.
them off.
May 14th, May 21st, May
To be fair
31st, May
though, if you're
30th.
hiring a high school student, you know that that's going to happen, especially in June. Like June
Yeah.
is a common month for high schools to, in Maine at least, for high schools to graduate. So there's going to be grad parties, there's going to be graduation, there's
So
going to be trips and stuff like that.
this says that's 12 of 31 days you asked off for work. That's almost half a month. Did you graduate this year or were you just a junior? I was a junior, but I'm in band, had to be there for graduation for my final. Plus, some of the days I requested off, I ended up having to work anyway. You're a high schooler, they should expect these kind of requests this time of year. I always gave my high schoolers grace, but honestly, throughout the year too, if he had a problem with the request off, he should have said that.
Yeah.
It seems more like a misunderstanding.
I would not say she's overreacting. I think that the boss should have acted more professional, but I wouldn't say she overreacted. And being her first job, that does make sense. Like my first job, if I had that situation, I'd be pretty confused and a little out of it. So I can't blame her for wanting to know. What would you say?
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just reading this very idiotic response. I don't think she's yeah, no, I don't think she's overreacting. I would be super upset if I got fired like this because like that's not how you fire someone. One, I
Hmm.
don't care if it's a minimum wage job or not, but like that's just a really shitty way to fire somebody. And also didn't tell her anything until she texted them.
Yeah.
Like what was the game plan if she had gone in?
Make her leave, probably.
Right, like that's even more humiliating. So no, I don't think she's overreacting at all.
I also really don't like some of the tech or some of the comments in the bottom are like, you should do better. It's a few days is only 2 to 4 and like that kind of stuff. Like it's a 17-year-old kid. It's her first job. Figure it out, people. Like you're not you weren't perfect your first job either. I can almost promise you that. And if you were, well then you're a liar.
Ooh, I like this comment. I'll be honest, no job is going to approve that many days off so close together. Homegirl requested every weekend off for a month as a new hostess. Wonder why it backfired. Someone else responded, then he shouldn't have said okay.
Yeah, because it
Like,
was said.
She's at an age where there's a lot going on in the summer. Let's not act like we weren't all 17 before. At least she has a job where she's available about 3 days a month, once every weekend off. How do you think that makes the other workers feel?
Probably
Where are
fine. They
y'all
get
even
more
getting every
hours.
weekend? She asked for particular days spread apart than her vacation, all of which she told them when she was hired. You guys are just being illiterate assholes and bullying a teenager. Brother, it's one vacation period. She has not endless days to spend taking off now, does she? Also, such an American comment. You're programmed to getting abused at work. You don't even realize it. Damn. Well, anyway, that's yeah. No, she's not overreacting. Poor kid.
Mm.
Actually, like even if really, even if she was an adult, that's also not a way to treat an adult or
No, it's
anybody.
not. And honestly, if I were in those shoes, I probably wouldn't stay. Like, it's not that I don't like. It's not that I can't handle not getting time off. It's that it's a
You're
courtesy,
being
in
an
my
asshole.
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
My cat wants out. Hang on. You can start reading
Yep.
yours if you want.
All right. So this one is from 2 days ago. Am I the asshole? Nope. So used to am I the asshole? Am I overreacting? Someone left their laundry in the dryer and I waited
Oh, I
30
saw that
minutes
one. I almost
before
went
moving
for it.
it, received a note in return. So it says I went down to put my laundry in the washer and I saw someone had used both dryers. There's only two. I saw it had only 30 minutes left. So I was like, all right, cool. My wash will take 36 minutes. They should be done. My washer was done. I went to get the clothes out of there and theirs was still in the dryer. I waited for 30 minutes before moving one of the dryers into a laundry basket in the room. The table had dust all over it, so I didn't put it on the table, which is very rational.
Yeah.
That's actually a very nice person. I came down after my dryer was done to find this note. I emailed property management as I'm not going to go back and forth with notes with someone who doesn't understand a shared laundry room etiquette. I just want to make sure I was in the right here or if I shouldn't have moved their laundry. So the note says, do not touch other people's I'm so sorry. Let me clarify what I'm reading here. Do not touch other people clothes, especially not after they freshly washed, regardless of how long they've been in there. Loads of laundry consist of undergarments, and I'm sure you wouldn't want strangers messing with your. No, thank you.
You drunk?
Grammar aside, also most of the things that are supposed to be capitalized are not, and also no punctuation. So anyway, um, so then she emailed her property management, said, we are doing laundry today. There were no dryers available. However, both were finished. We waited 30 minutes before taking their laundry, putting it in a laundry basket as we needed our clothes dried. When we came back down our laundry, for our laundry, we found this note. Is there a possibility you could talk with these residents about being respectful of the shared laundry space? Thank you, blah, blah, blah. And they signed the note with who they were.
Hmm.
So then I read through a couple of the comments and found the update. Um, Management responded, said she was going to send out a reminder to everybody about laundry etiquette. I wasn't expecting this post to blow up so fast, but thanks everyone for your input. I think I'm just going to wash my clothes on a different day than the other person, just to avoid any future drama with them. I found out they're across my whole neighbors, so I definitely don't want any problems there. And pretty much all of the comments are saying, like, it's a shared space. They need to be watching their laundry. 30 minutes is not okay. Like, we had a shared washer dryer in college
Yeah.
with the apartment next to us.
Yeah.
Wasn't even at our own apartment. Um, I only use it a couple times. I don't know about you, if you use
It
that one or
was few and far between. I always just
where
went to Darcy's.
you went to Darcy's. Trying to remember where I used I think I did the laundromat most because I would
Hmm.
take like my big I would wait till I had enough and then I would take it all down or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you left your shit in the dryer and you weren't back after 30 minutes, you're lucky if it didn't just get tossed on the floor.
Hmm.
Which is not okay. I'm
No.
agreeing with that. But also, like, it's a shared public place. There's not a whole lot of places where you could put your own private stuff and then walk away.
Yeah. I had
I,
a I had a
yeah.
situation when I was in college living in the dorms where
Oh, yep.
all of the dryers were like taken, and
Mhm.
we couldn't do anything and nobody was coming to get the stuff. So somebody had taken out people's clothes and put it into the
Yep.
baskets that were on top of it, assuming that it was
Uh-huh.
theirs. It happened to me too. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, I probably should have went down a little sooner, but like I only waited 15, 20 minutes extra of time,
Yeah.
but like you got to be on it when you're using
Yeah.
public space. So
And
no.
same thing. Yeah. Like I've had my laundry taken out and put at Farmington. We had the stacked dryers.
Mm,
So you couldn't put your basket over it. But like if you were using the bottom two, people used to put their baskets in front of it
Hmm.
just to like, this is mine, whatever. But I, we had a guy that, when I was living there that would fold laundry.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like he would take it out and fold all your laundry and put it in the basket. And like, nice gesture,
Yeah.
weird thing to do.
Yeah. Especially if it's like a male folding a female's laundry that they don't
And
know.
it was.
Yeah.
Multiple people did ask him to stop.
Which fair.
I was one of those people where I was like, hey, I got that. Thank you though. And I just use the excuse that I hang everything. I
Mm.
don't.
You had a nice your laundry room was pretty nice in the dorm that you were in.
For the dorm, like how old
Yeah.
it was a nice laundry room. It was
Mine was kind of
so
crap.
yours was stressful for you had like a brand new dorm
Yeah.
comparatively to the rest of them on campus and a shitty laundry room.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, ours was like you would go like you'd walk in the building and you'd go downstairs and there was like it was this like really long, almost like a hallway room. Um, and it had I think it had 4 washers and then 4 dryers. Did it have dryers on both sides?
I think it did. I thought it was weird that I had so many, but
Maybe it did have dryers on both sides. I remember the first year I was there, it only had 4, so 2 and 2. So maybe it did have maybe it did have 8 by the end. But anyway, and then it had like a giant table. I used to go down and do like my thousands of loads of laundry, especially when I was living
your
with
first
Nikki.
one. Yeah.
Amber wasn't too bad. We would do laundry together, but Nikki was rough. And when I needed space for my room, I slept down there a few times because I liked the sound of the dryer, and also my roommate was horrible and I couldn't sleep there. Um, but yeah, no, uh I would go down with like all my schoolwork and just do laundry with the schoolwork. So yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I don't think she's overreacting or
No,
they're
I don't either.
overreacting. I'm not sure who they are,
I feel
but
like it's kind of a fair response, honestly.
yeah. Also, kudos to them for just being like management. Like you could have so responded with a horrible note. That's such a better way to deal with it.
Also pretty respectful to and I don't know that I would be a big enough person to do this, but like to be like, all right, I'll just do it the off day. Like you do it this
Yeah,
day,
like
I'll do
that's
it that
super
day.
not you're not required to. So that's
Right.
awesome.
All right,
All
next
right.
one. Am I overreacting for not letting my date come to a concert with me for being 1.5 hours late?
Ooh, okay.
Instant response, no. You're not overreacting. I haven't read any of
Depends
it,
on
by
the
the way.
reason.
I haven't read it. Well, I mean, hour and a half late, yeah, I guess depends on the reason, but text, communicate.
It's pushing it. Yeah.
All right. It says I've been looking forward to this concert for weeks, and he knew how excited I was about it. We had plans to go together. The venue was far away, about an hour and 15. So I had told him beforehand that we should leave to the concert around 6:30 to make it on time. I had also told him that I hadn't eaten anything all day, so the plan was to get food before heading to the concert. He was supposed to arrive at my house around 4:30, 4:45ish, because he said he'll get ready in 10. He'll get ready in 10, and then the road takes about 20 to 30 minutes, so we can get food. Excuse me.
Okay.
We talked on the phone at 4, and during the call, I told him to charge. I told During the call, I told him to charge my power bank a little too. Man, I'm getting all the bad ones here. Badly
You
typed
were
ones.
really stressing me out.
And during the call, I told him to charge my power bank a little too, as I had forgotten it with him. He said he charged it for 10 to 15 minutes. He didn't end up arriving until 6:15, which is about an hour and a half late, but then there was no time to get food and we are already cutting it close for the concert. When I asked why he was so late, the only explanation he gave was that he was charging my power bank.
No,
With
sir.
Yeah, 15 to 20 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
What upset me the most wasn't even just the lateness. If he knew he was going to be late, he could have called or texted me
Mm.
at least so I could at least eat something instead of waiting. I had planned my day around us going together. When he finally got to my house, I got upset and told him I was going alone. He thinks I overreacted, but I feel like I communicated the timing clearly and he knew how important the concert was to me, and quick message would have let me adjust my plans. Am I overreacting? No.
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 At first I was like, well, maybe there was traffic. No.
No. I love all the
I'm
people that are
also
like NAR, NOR, NAR.
not overreacting
Oh,
because I was like, oh my
I
god,
am
it's
an
a lot of like
idiot.
nor. It took me
NOR.
three like little articles that I read through to be like, oh my god, not overreacting. I got it.
Feral
Yeah.
Sheep says, "Nar, dump him." He tried to sabotage something very important to you. He'll continue doing it until he succeeds. Work on feeling
Damn.
comfortable saying to the next person, "I'm leaving at 5." And then when then do what you said you'd do. Leave at 5. If they're not there, oh well. Good advice. Stand
Red
on
wine
business.
blue. I'm not following. Was the plan to leave at 6:30, but he showed up at 6:15, so you were unable to eat together but still had time to make the concert on time? So then Redality said he was supposed to arrive at 4:45 so that they could grab food together. Then they were going to leave for the concert venue at 6:30 p.m. Um so he shows up at 6:15 for the concert. I do wonder why she didn't make a snack.
Yeah, I would definitely have said, like, go get
Like,
something.
if he was supposed to be there at 4:45 and he wasn't showed up by like 5:30, my happy ass is sitting down with a ham sandwich. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not
I
gonna
guess
waste
the
my time.
I guess the argument is if there was like, because they said they planned for it, so if the plan was like a reservation or something like that they both enjoyed and they wanted to do it together, like that's the only argument I guess I could have. But
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't have given him a second chance. I'd have been out of there. And I don't believe you're overreacting at all.
Yeah, no, I'm very confused on that one. This does not sound like a great man. All right. I'm gonna do my duck one.
Okay.
How are we doing for time, by the way?
We're at 37. I think
All right, we're
you do
doing good.
yours, I'll do mine, then we probably close and be fine.
Oh, so you get three and I get two. Oh, I see how it is. Sorry. Am I the ass?
Go take a
No,
nap.
Jesus. Am I overreacting for winding up my neighbor over a duck? They put duck in all caps.
Duck.
I, 32 female, work from home, and every morning I take my coffee into the garden before I start work. 6 months ago, a duck started visiting, just the one. I
Lovely.
don't feed it, I don't encourage it, it just waddles in, sits by my pond for a while. He isn't doing anything wrong, he's a duck, and then at some point he leaves.
Love it.
Last week, my neighbor knocked on the door and said, completely seriously, can you stop letting our duck into your garden? Apparently, the duck also visits their garden, and they've been feeding him frozen peas. She said her kids love the duck and want to keep it. I said, oh, so it's not actually your duck, it's a wild duck then? And then I also said, I don't feed him, he just turns up. I don't care what a wild duck does. Neighbor is frustrated, I think, and says, well, he clearly prefers your garden now. Again, a duck living his duck life. I don't care. I asked, okay, that's nice that your kids like the duck, but I can't control the duck. How many times am I going to say this word before I go crazy? She just leaves, says nothing, turns around, and goes. A few days later, I go outside, and there are 9 plastic ducks in her front garden. I thought, all right, she's crazy. Duck still coming into my garden, just existing. My husband then saw her in her PJs at the front of her house throwing peas all over her front garden. My husband is a petty man and thought to put a tiny chair in the garden next to the pond for the duck. Obviously, the duck doesn't know how to sit in it. We're not encouraging a duck. It's a little wooden chair. Anyway, big mistake. Neighbor saw it. That afternoon, a note appeared in our letterbox saying, mocking children is disgusting.
Fucking children.
Anyway, fast forward to yesterday. What this was, by the way, 4 hours ago that this person posted this.
Dang.
Um, Fast forward to yesterday, 1 week later, Duck lands in our garden as usual. He has a little chill. I go to work inside. About 45 minutes later, 9:45 a.m. I hear shouting outside. My neighbor is in the road, pointing at my house, telling another neighbor, "See? She's trained him. She won't kid him. Trained him. It's a duck." I was annoyed. Went outside with a massive grin. "Hello. I don't suppose you're talking about me. Like I've said before, it is a wild animal." Neighbor she's talking to swings her head around to me after I said that. "I don't own him. Neither do you or your children. I cannot control what that duck does. I don't feed it. I don't encourage it." She finished talking. I walk away and leave. Now I need to work, but I can see her watching me through my window. My mom says I should scare the duck off just to keep the peace. My husband keeps referring to the duck as our son and has named him Darwin, so he's not helpful because he doesn't work from home like I do. So now I am encouraging the duck. Darwin, my son. He shall have anything he wants, including a rabbit hutch I got for free online, filled with straw. Don't even know if that's right. And whatever ducks want, Darwin will get. My mom and dad think I'm being an asshole, and that I am asking for trouble. This takes place, by the way, in England.
Uh, so I'm gonna say yes, overreacting, but in a positive way, because it could be much worse. There
Yeah,
could be a whole argument, but like she said, it's a duck. You can't control what it does. But now
right.
she's like, all right, fuck you. You've had enough. After a certain time, you gotta feed it a little bit,
Mhm.
cause like, get over yourself.
Someone goes, "A duck walked up to a lemonade stand. Dot dot dot. Not overreacting. Call the game warden." Went on. Call the game warden on her for feeding the duck if you want to be real petty about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You could really mess up this woman's day.
Hmm. Darwin, my son.
I do
Oh,
I do love that because after so many times, I would have actually told the lady, "Ah, you're right. That's my son. You know, can't let you have
this
my
duck.
son.
This is a different duck. I actually went out and got a duck.
Yeah, this is my duck.
This is my duck. I don't know where your duck went. Maybe my duck scared off your duck?
You might have scared off your duck. My duck's
Huh.
happy."
You should make a sign like one of those family car stickers people put on their back windows. You, your husband, and a duck.
I love that.
Yep. Damn. That was a good one for me to I'm glad that that was my final one.
All right. I don't know what this one's gonna go with, but here we go. Mom's friend made me uncomfortable. Am I overreacting?
One. Oh, that's cool. Okay, cool.
For some background, my 22 female mom. Nope. I think that's supposed to be me. So she's 22. Mom is 47. Has a male friend who hangs around our house a lot. He's never done anything outwardly weird to make me creeped out by him, but I get creepy vibes from him, and I just don't really like him. So I like to stay away whenever he's over. Sorry,
Hello.
somebody's driving by. That was weird. I'm also just generally a shy person. I'm always nice to him whenever I interact with him, but I do avoid him. Today I was laying outside relaxing when I see him pull up to our house, so I almost immediately go inside to my room just because I don't really feel like interacting, and I didn't expect him to come over. Later, I came out of my room and start my laundry, and he started joking to my mom about how I left so fast when he came over and that I must not like him. My mom laughs with him and says that I should give him a hug because she knows I like him.
Ew.
No. I came around the corner from the laundry room and jokingly say that I do like him. I think I was obvious, though, that I was uncomfortable. I was wearing a tank top and sweatpants with a cardigan, and as I am saying this, I guess instinctively cover myself up with my cardigan while I'm crossing my arms, and he says, "Now you know what? You know you don't have to cover up your blank."
Titties if you uncover it.
Ah, it says titties. It does. as he's
Mhm.
laughing. I
Ew.
was honestly dumbfounded and didn't know how to react, so I went back to my room without saying anything and because of how wildly uncomfortable or saying anything because of how wildly uncomfortable I was. A few minutes later I get a text from my mom and I feel sick to my stomach. Am I overreacting? The text says, "You've got to know name. He meant absolutely nothing earlier. He's full of shit, and I'm sorry he offended you." She said, "I really wish you would stop using the word offended. It made me
Mhm.
uncomfortable." Mom said, "I'm sorry. I'll tell him." She said, "I don't want to talk about it anymore, so please don't." And mom said, "Okay." Um,
Gross.
disgusting. Like,
Hey, so sorry, keep going.
I was gonna say, there's a thing, one of the podcasts that I watch, they talk about how like be rude, like it's okay, you like if you're in a
Mhm.
uncomfortable, if you're even if your vibes are off, like be rude. It's okay to
Yeah,
not be like
yeah.
presentable, that kind of thing, like especially if he's gonna say something about like you don't have to cover up your titties, like that's
Foul.
borderline
That is
sexual
sexual
harassment.
harassment.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
that is, yeah, that's fully sexual harassment.
So like
Um, I am a little worried that her mom was like
playing it
super
up.
playing it up and like, oh, she should give you a hug because she does like foul.
You're 47 years old, grow up.
You're 47 years old. Also, your daughter is clearly uncomfortable by this male friend in your house. Maybe you stop allowing him to come over.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a couple people that said like you're 22, this is a really good time to start practicing getting vocal, which is fair.
Yeah, no, that
Um,
is fair.
like yes, it's really gross and inappropriate. Also, you're an adult, so now like you've got to stand up for yourself in those situations. And your mother should have stood up for you too. I mean, like, oh, hey, friend, like that was highly inappropriate. Instead of laughing, that's weird.
uh
That's weird behavior.
Mr. Masterly says, "Oh no, your mom's a pick me." Nor.
Underreacting. Your mom not defending you shows how much he might get away with. Stay away from him and don't let your mother make you feel crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's gross. That's a gross situation.
You know.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
Yeah.
are we overreacting with the 62 subscribers that we have, or are we
No, I don't think we are.
underreacting?
I think we're underreacting, and I think that we should give them all a big hoopla.
Hoopla!
Hoopla!
There's your
Why'd we
big
go with
hoopla.
that for hoopla?
What?
Hoopla, I think is what you're supposed to do.
Hoopla!
Not that, I don't think. I'm gonna look up how to
Hoopla!
give hoopla. How to give
Hoopla!
hoopla. Well, hmm. It's a library access site, so that doesn't help me.
Go get a library book and we'll give you hoopla. That sounds inappropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Bro, you got hoopla? Ew.
Ooh, that sounds like an STD.
It does.
Hoopla refers to common excited commotion.
Hoopla.
It could also be hula hooping. I'm very confused here.
I I I where can they find you?
Confused. Esmond says 1721 on all the socials. A couple of you all hopped into my stream, I think, this past Tuesday. Now that I will be on summer break, as of posting, I'm much more free to do things. So hopefully I'll be on stream a lot more. But as with on all the stuff, you can find the show over at No Impulse Control on TikTok, Instagram. Um, find merch over at thesoccerking1239.com. Drop down to the third tab. If you click that, there's a fourth wall link. Click fourth wall, so on and so forth. There's a bunch of merch over there. And that's me.
Yeah, it
Why would
worked.
you do that? I'm
you,
sleepy.
you can find me at the Soccer King 139 or TSK 139. Like Jasmine said, go get your merch. Go watch the D&D campaign. Get your
Yes.
friends to subscribe and have them watch because it's cool to watch us. Like, if you're not watching, then what are you really doing? You know.
What are you doing? Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.